Hi, welcome back to the channel. Now, autumn's here in Bulgaria. That'll last us about 3 weeks. It'll be winter here, and I've no idea what winter's going to be like. It could be, I hope this year it's mild, it wasn't too bad last year, or normally very cold, snow, and once it comes it's here till spring. It could be down to -20, or even more than that. Last year, I managed to keep myself pretty busy. I went right through the Bullet 500. Well, I actually started with the Himalayan. I had loads of work, I had engine work and all sorts of stuff on this. So I went right through it front to back. But the Himalayan's completely done. It doesn't need a single thing doing to it. I just fitted new tyres. That was the last thing I've had to do. Then I bought the Bullet 500 and I've been right through that. The only thing it needs now is just keep polishing it, keep the dust off it, keep the battery charged. I will, depending on the weather, I should obviously be out on the Himalayan, probably not too far, and it's what can you film local? Not a lot now, you've seen it all, I've done it all. The Interceptor, I've got a lot of work to do on this. Putting on the big parts ain't going to take me no time at all, but I'm going to cut most of the wiring loom out. Well, I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing to it, it's just going to spoil it. Got a lot of work on this to do, but I can't even start this because I bought a handmade exhaust system and I've been waiting for it. It's actually in Bulgaria, but it's in our customs at the moment. Builders for the import on it, we've paid that, but still not released it, which is not too unusual. DHL are dealing with it, we've been on to them, and it's as and when. There's nothing they can do, nothing I can do. I've got all winter, but I can't do nothing on this because it's handmade exhaust. I've obviously want to fit it as soon as I've got it to make sure it fits as it should do. It's no good me waiting while the end, I've done everything else, and it's sort of January, February before I start to get the exhaust on, and then trying to do something about it. That's not going to work. So I can't do nothing on this at the moment. So what I've thought about, I see some of the well-known YouTubers do a blog. Now, I've always actually fancied it myself, but I've not had the confidence because I'm a mechanic. I don't go over so well at talking, I don't think. I'm all right when I'm talking about something I know, like mechanical stuff. I'm pretty good at that. So I've actually tried it really. I've done a couple, which have been not too bad, but I think it's a case of the more I could do, the better I could be. I think we've been doing this about a year now, coming up to a year, and I think I've got a bit of confidence now and I can waffle on a bit. So I'm going to have a go at doing a blog once a week. Now, I could probably do the first one off some material I've got myself anyway. But what I've thought is I'd like to involve you. So if you've got pictures of your bikes or something you want to discuss or something that's happened to you to do with biking, it can be you're traveling, what you bought, what you sold, the cost of stuff, what you think's going to happen in the bike world, what repairs you're doing, or a problem on an engine, like we've had valve problems on the Himalayan. I've done quite a few videos on this. And you send me in questions and I'll discuss them. What it's basically going to do, I'm hoping you're going to give me the topics that you're interested in. This is the idea. I can talk about anything really, but it doesn't make it interesting, does it? But if you send me material in that you're interested in, to do with your bikes, what bikes you would like, the prices, blah, 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 then I'll do a blog on it. Sue set me up a new email address just for doing this, and she'll put the email address on this video. We'll leave it on along the bottom so it's there constantly for you. The email address would be oldschooladvrider@gmail.com. So that's oldschooladvrider@gmail.com. So we're going to put it across the video and it'll be in the bits underneath, whatever she does. And anything you want discussing, I'd like to email me it. I was going to put it in the comments about it, but I don't want you putting your material in the comments, not for me to talk about, because I have noticed a few things. What's been happening? The material that I've put on about whatever I've talked about, I've noticed one or two other YouTubers the next week have done their own variation of it. Just the way of the world, isn't it, eh? So I don't want to put all my things I want to do for other people to copy or do a variation of it. I can't stop them, you know, it's just how things are like. But, you know, sometimes I have some good ideas and I mention it, and before I've got it out, there it is by somebody else. But like I say, that's just how things are like, you know. I'm only a small fry at doing this, just a hobby for me. I can understand people that actually do it to make a living. So, like I say, anything you're interested in, it doesn't have to be bikes. It could be anything. If I've got some material, I can read through it and then I can put it together and we'll have a blog and a talk about it. I think I might aim for a Thursday when I start it. But the first one out, I'll say I'm going to try and do this on a Thursday. But I can't promise until I know I've got the feel for it and the gist on it. You know, there's no point in me doing it if nobody likes me doing it, or no point in me doing it if I'm absolutely rubbish at it, is it right? So it's just a short video just to let you know what I'd like to do. Otherwise, there isn't much to do here in Bulgaria in the winter. I've only got work to do on this, but I haven't got enough work on the Interceptor to last me all winter. Now, I live in a really big property here, which obviously takes a lot of looking after, and due to YouTube, I have done nothing this year. It's been YouTube constantly. So I have got stuff to do outside before the weather gets bad. The wife's beginning to moan a little bit. So, but there'll be enough time. Plus, when the weather is bad, I can't do nothing. So this is what I fancy doing. Right, please subscribe to the channel as usual. It is free. It helps me grow the channel, which I'm trying to do. Less the channel gets bigger than it is, it gets shuffled down to the bottom, and you know, it's like at the bottom of the pile in the dungeon. Nobody will ever see it. Then it's a waste of time me doing it. So please subscribe. It helps me keep the channel going. And I'll see you in the next video then, shortly. Cheers.